So I'm out on a training dive day for search and rescue today, so I thought it would be quite cool to do a quick video just to show you the equipment that I use when I'm a search and rescue diver. We're actually on Lake Lillanola today. We've got a search boat just over there with divers doing a search off there, and we'll be switched over and I'll be diving with them a bit later on. But from an equipment point of view, if you're a standard scuba diver, a lot of what we got here is pretty familiar. There's a giant buoyancy wing here that you use to help control your buoyancy. We have a main cylinder on the back here, but there's also a spare backup cylinder known as a pony regulator or a pony cylinder that you can switch to in an emergency. The main difference that we have as a search and rescue diver is that we dive with a full face mask, so this is completely attached to me. The advantage of the face mask is it's a little bit more relaxed, but also it allows communication. So this one actually has a communication unit on it, and I can hear what they're saying to me via the bits that go over my ears. There's a microphone down in here, so I can talk to somebody in the boat from the top. On the helmet as well, on the mask, we've got two lights, although frankly the visibility can be pretty poor quite a lot of the time, so having lights on doesn't make much of a difference. And then anyone else that scuba dives will recognise we have contents gauge here that manages the pony cylinder and the main one, and a depth gauge. We actually have a spare regulator or mouthpiece around my neck on a bungee cord here, so that if there was a massive emergency or problem with the mask, I can actually take the mask off completely and just put that in my mouth instead. And then this is another interesting piece of kit if you're a scuba diver that you might not have seen before. It's actually a switching block, so it allows me to switch my gas from one cylinder to another without taking the mask off. So you simply pop this little doofer out here, press the button, and it will switch the gas between one and the other super easily. So that's a Sartec switching block, which is kind of unique to people that use face masks. And then I tend to dive, well, the setup that we have here is with a weight harness, so I put this harness on first. My weights are actually contained in here. They can be quick released if I need to. I've got a few little ankle weights as well, just because I prefer it. And these are my super thin gloves that help keep my hands vaguely warm, but you need your fingertip dexterity and your sense of touch if possible, because often the visibility is so bad that your kind of fingertip. The umbilical going up to the boat, the communications will be connected there, and I'll have an actual rope physically carabined and attached to me as well, so that they can let out line as I'm searching, but also in an emergency they can effectively pull me in. Although I've got all this gear on, we only tend to dive for about 20-25 minutes at a time before we switch over divers. It can be quite stressful and quite tiring searching for anything longer than that. But yeah, so I'll be switched over with a diver later on today, and then the main boats are out over here with some diver. There's a diver actually in the water at the moment and a safety diver next to them. So there you go. There's a super quick look at the equipment that I use as a search and rescue diver. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe to my channel. It makes a massive difference, and I'll hopefully do a few more videos of me out diving at some point soon.